So I made a video a minute ago and it's downloading to post, but I'm gonna make another one. And it's like this. Here's my view on things. People can call me crazy and I don't give a fuck. So there's a few people that have talked about this. They talk as above, so below and shit like that. And that's the whole thing. I have no problem. I wanna be a musician, yep. But if I don't get to play music, oh well. I learned that a long time ago. That's why I have been working construction like I have. Okay, that's just fucking life. Things don't go as planned in life, and you just deal with it. But here's some of the things I learned in life. Okay, so ETs walk among us. Okay, that's fact. We already all know this. It's been talked about for some time. Okay, there's aliens above us and aliens below us. Okay, all the way up until World War II, there used to be spiritualism and psychics, and then there was just like straight up Christianity. And then you had people that were considered like witches or spiritualists, all the way up until like World War II. Okay, so my family comes from Germany. Some of my family does, and that's where they come from, and they belong to that group. Okay, that was involved in the spiritualism stuff with the Nazis. And that's literally what the whole World War II stuff was about fucking aliens, basically, is what it really came down to. That's what it all really came down to. That's why Hitler went on the tirade that he did, and it turned into basically, an extraterrestrial war, basically. That's why literally it was called a world war. People don't want to talk about that. They want to act like it was about the countries, but it wasn't. It was about ETs. And there's actual evidence and proof that backs that up. Okay, so like there was Foo Fighters. They were actually called Fugue, but Americans didn't say Fugue because they weren't German, so they misunderstood and they thought they were just saying Foo. That's where the term Foo Fighter comes from. But anyways, so the Foo Fighters were seen literally with German planes, they were seen with the US planes, they were seen with the British, Australian, everybody that participated in all that. There's actual footage of the Foo Fighters with all these different countries and planes antagonizing them, okay? It's been in every religious books. There's huge paintings that show fucking, beings up in the sky. I've literally filmed them myself, a big silver ball, huge one, dropping other little round balls all over, okay, that dissipate in the sky and scatter. Okay, those are, I believe, what's called fast movers, fast walkers, whatever you want to call them. They're round silver balls that zip around, and I believe they go around, analyzing stuff, basically. So my belief is there's aliens in the ground in Middle Earth, and they talked about that all the way up until World War II. It's in our mythology, yeah, basically. And there's aliens above us and zipping around in space, basically. And I believe we've been lied to, basically, about all the other planets and our solar system, basically. That's how I look at it. I don't know if they're exactly as the pictures they show us, but I do believe there's multiple fucking places to live in just our solar system. So I believe there's aliens on the moon, 100% do. Okay, what a perfect place to watch people, as they talk about in the Bible, as watchers and stuff like that. So anyways, I believe there's aliens on the moon. I believe that's why we never went back to the moon. But I also believe them to be on other planets, like Venus, for one. And maybe still on Mars, I don't know. But possibly, basically, I believe them to be on Mars, Venus, the moon. I believe them to be on a few fucking planets, is the way I look at things. And I know they're in other parts of the universe and in other galaxies and star systems. Okay, I used to belong to a group of individuals, and some of these individuals that I talked to were claimed to be, in the military. I can't say that they were telling the truth or not, but some of them literally talked about humans basically trading with other advanced species in the universe. So they talked about other, basically, trading things and trading goods and stuff like that with other civilizations and just trying to establish communication. So basically, humans are now the baby sitting at the table. And we've been involved in a galactic fucking war, basically, that's been going on way before humans were even around and created. And the way I see it is basically that my understanding is basically we was created as workers, as kind of like an experiment as well. And then the others got involved too. So like the Men in Black, they literally talk about there being, you know, a council. You see it literally in Star Wars, Star Trek, and stuff like that. There's a council that counsels the galaxy, basically, is my understanding, okay? So they were involved as well in this experiment, but the ones that literally started it off think they have the most control, but they don't. And that's literally, so we've been put in the middle and we're being fought basically over, and the other ones are trying to help us out. But literally my understanding is there's literally, like I said, a galactic war going on, and the ones that are currently on Earth have basically been lying to fucking the public and causing problems because they're scared, and they don't need to be scared. They just need to change, is what it comes down to. It's my understanding. So, there's other species that have sent warnings to warn humans of what's going on, trying to tell them. I belong to a group of UFO people, an alien group, and that's what we would talk about sometimes, is literally about how you can see they've sent messages, man, and people just try to ignore this shit, but you can't ignore it no more. It's too big of a fucking thing. Okay, there's no more going on beyond trying to ignore shit. You can't ignore it no more. Pope even got on TV talking about if aliens were real, we'll save them. Okay? So, again, there's aliens above us, aliens below us. There's a guy who literally worked as a geologist and literally got, basically, my understanding, killed for talking about there being aliens below us. Well, oh well. You know what? If people kill me, they kill me. I'm nobody really important, but at the same time, I'll stand up for fucking what's right. I don't want to die, but if I have to die, I will die. Sitting here trying to tell people what the fuck's going on, because I don't want to see other people die, and that goes for other species. You understand? The shit I think needs to stop. That's where I'm at with all this. And see, I was talking about World War II. World War II was basically about fucking aliens. Okay, Linda Moulton Howe talked about this. She kind of caught on to it and started talking about it, and so did other people. Okay, so basically the Nazis went down to Antarctica, and they went to like Argentina and places like that, South America. It's well known. Okay, and it's known Hitler basically didn't die. He escaped. You know, we all got lied to, and then they've even had books. They've had a show called Hunting Hitler that even proved all that. Okay? So, literally, Hitler didn't die. There's aliens, basically, and they found evidence of an advanced civilization down in Antarctica when Obama was still in office. That's when they found, like, they had them all go down and stuff. So, Joe Biden and Obama and all them went down, and so did, like, Buzz and Neil, and a whole bunch of people went down there. They literally talked about finding, like, tall beings that were flash frozen in the ice. Okay, this was talked about on the news. This was on the fucking news on every station. You know, they talk about, you know, people living in Antarctica. So these aliens were flash frozen or whatever, but there was a guy named Richard E. Byrd got on the news back in like the 50s talking about he flew. It was like the 40s, 50s, whatever. He talked about flying into an ice hole, talking to aliens that lived in Middle Earth. So they already got on TV and telling everybody. And basically that was the conclusion of World War II. Is World War II didn't quite end, and it went from basically Germany down to the ends of South America and into Antarctica, and it continued for a little while. Okay, so my understanding is basically the ones that are living in Middle Earth also, or up on the moon and stuff like that. There's been a few books that kind of point to this or whatever, but it doesn't matter. They're up in space, they're in the fucking ground. That's the reality of where we fucking live and what's going on. There's other aliens on other planets in our own solar system, not just in other galaxies. Okay, so in my history book, there was been in a couple books and stuff, guy claiming to be from Venus. And it's actually a few times in history people have claimed to be from Venus. So, yeah, this is basically where I'm at. Is I'm getting on here talking about this because I'm just tired of all the bullshit. So I don't know what to do, and basically the way I feel right now is I'm being held prisoner for whatever fucked up reason, and I haven't done anything. So that's why I'm sitting here talking about this. I'm done with the fucking bullshit. I'm done being fucking terrorized and harassed. So that's why I'm sitting here doing this. But anyways, there's aliens above us, aliens below us, and I don't know. Some want me to talk about it, some don't want me to talk about it, and I don't know what to do at this point. But I'm going to stand up for myself, and I'm going to stand up for others. Because I don't want anybody to get hurt. I don't want anybody to die. I don't want to die, and I don't want to get hurt. All I want to do is play fucking music. Okay? I want to play music and have a job and live like everybody else. Even if you go on another planet, you go and explore in space, and you go planet hopping, that's all you want is a normal life. You just want to have a fucking family. That's what everybody wants. So it's stupid to go around harassing people, causing problems, all this fucked up shit. But the fact of the matter is there's a war that's been going on for fucking some time. Okay? This is the real reality. There's a real galactic war. That's why Star Wars was made, to tell people what's going on. And another thing is they've tried to tell people through TV. They've tried to do it for years, and it's not working quite right. Some catch on, some don't. But the reality is aliens are 100% real. We're involved in a galactic war, and now we sit at the table as babies, basically. And to combat this problem, sounds crazy, but I believe to combat this problem, some years back, because this has been going on so long, that, you know, the government has aliens in it. So I believe they genetically started fucking with people and making people. So I believe there's hybrids walking around. Other people talk about this. So, and that's the whole thing. I could be one myself. I really don't know. But I do believe there to be hybrids walking among us. And I believe some of them were made to combat this problem. Because, like I said, there's a galactic war that's going on. And obviously, the way it sounds, if you read anything from history, okay, there was people here before humans were around. And that's when all this war started, and then humans got created in the middle of all this. Okay? And there was planet that got fucking destroyed. They talk about it. That's what is now our asteroid belt. And it had to do with a war with what was going on at Mars. So this is shit that's literally been going on. It's been talked about in our history and everything. So I just don't know what else to talk about anymore at this point. I'm just aggravated at the point because, like I said, I'm being fucking harassed for no reason. Because I talk about aliens, well, so does a whole bunch of other people online. And you're not going to change the fact that people know the reality of what's going on. And I just want to get along with everybody and be treated right and fair. Because I don't go around doing anybody wrong. I don't go around treating people bad. I treat people right. I believe in love and happiness. You know, I believe in humanity. I believe in, everybody should be able to coexist. Okay? If you don't want to fucking be nice and you want to be an asshole, leave fucking Earth, man. Go somewhere else. Be an asshole somewhere else. That's the reality of how I feel about things. You know? There's no need for freaking war. There's no need for people to get hurt. There's no need for people to antagonize fucking people. And it's like this. I know there's beings that feed off of fucking energies, but you don't have to literally fucking create shit to fucking feed off people. You're just being an asshole just to be an asshole because you seem to think you got something above them because you can do this. That just means you're a jerk, man. Grow up. Straight up. They talk about it like in the movie Cocoon. Okay? They literally talk about them, but most of them were nice. They didn't talk about the ones that were assholes. And there's assholes out there. Straight up, just like good people and bad people. There's good people, good humans, and bad humans. Well, there's good aliens and bad aliens. Some of them are just straight up fucking assholes for no reason. No reason. So, as I sound like a rambling fool, and I'm gonna like put this on YouTube because I'm just tired of all the bullshit. So everybody knows where I stand on everything. Yeah, I 100% believe there is a God. Yep. Something had to create all of this, even the universe. You're never gonna take that away. Something had to create all of this. What came first, the chicken or the egg? You know. But it doesn't matter. And that's the whole thing, is the aliens that abduct people and do shit like this. They try to terrorize fucking people and harass them, trying to make it seem like they're demons and this and something, making it seem like that's how they keep themselves safe. It's protection for themselves. That I've come to realize. They do it to keep themselves safe, but you can't go around bullying people to keep yourself safe. That's not how it works. What you're doing is sinking your own ship. You realize that, right? You come across as a big asshole when you do that to people. What keeps people safe is just being yourself and minding your own business and not harassing people. That's what keeps people fucking safe. But for some reason, these entities seem to think going around harassing people and treating them like shit is gonna keep them safe. But that's not gonna keep you safe. That's gonna make you public enemy number one, and that's why you're sitting in the fucking ground hiding, because you've created a fucking mess. That's reality, man. You've created a fucked up mess. So again, I'm just aggravated and I'm venting at this point, because what else am I to do? I've been taken away from everybody. I don't have any fucking friends. I realize where the fuck I'm at, and I realize what's going on. I'm not stupid, but I would like to go back home. So I don't know what else to say at this point, you know. There's no changing the fact that humans know about ET. There can be coexistence. Not all humans are fucking bad. Not all aliens are bad. There's good humans and there's bad humans. There's good aliens and bad aliens. That's the real world. We're all one, man. We all come from the same fucking place. Doesn't matter if you're ET or not. You're fucking stardust just like me, man. You're nothing special, man. If God created you, and let's just say we all live in a fucking simulation, and that's what God fucking created, is a simulation for all of us to live in, that God wouldn't be an asshole. He created it as an experiment, man. Any experiment, that's not how they act. That's not how experiments go down. Okay? So, literally, there's, like I said, ETs that are going around fucking with people, and the other ETs are aware of this, and they're trying to let humans and other ETs know that there's other ETs going around sitting here causing shit, trying to make it like they're the ones in charge. No, man, you're not. You're not in charge. You're just being a bully. But that's not going to keep you safe. That's not how you stay safe. Staying safe is you're not everybody's always going to be nice to you, but oh well. But going around fucking harassing people isn't going to change the situation. Humans now sit at a table with ET, and they need to get over that. That's the real world facts of what I understand is what's going on in the universe that we live in, is we sit here and barter and trade with ETs. and the government has been trying to tell people, but there's also another part of the government that doesn't want people to know, and they want to suppress this for whatever fucked up reason. And it's basically because they seem to think it's going to keep them safe, but it's not. I've heard several times other people talk about this, and I've had the same message sent to me. So basically, they will blow up fucking Earth and the moon and basically take out a good portion just to keep the peace. So if that means a good portion of humanity has to fucking disappear to make the bad entities wake up and stop fucking harassing people, that's what the good aliens out there will do. They've already talked about this, okay? So basically, there's aliens out there that have taken humans from Earth and put them on other planets just to prepare for this situation. Okay? That's the real world scenario we live in. Is there's aliens that have fucking taken, that are working with humans in a good way and taken and put them on other planets to prepare for the scenario in case fucking they have to blow up Earth, the moon, and all this shit to fix the fucked up situation. That's the reality that we live in now. Because ETs, there's some ETs that are here on Earth that have caused their own fucked up problem and want to try and blame it on everybody else except accept responsibility for their own facts, their own faults. And the facts are they created the problem themselves by acting the way they have. So the other ETs have warned and warned and warned and told them to stop and stop and stop, and they just can't stop for whatever fucked up reason. So the other ones out there have sent messages through humans. They've sent them physically to them. They've put them on the ground. They've done a whole bunch of stuff trying to tell people, not just the aliens, tell humans, tell everybody what's going on, that there's an actual galactic war, there's aliens above and below, and they're willing to wipe out everybody to fix the situation. Because it's causing disharmony and fucked upness in the rest of the universe. Because like I said, there's, just like in the movies, Star Wars and Star Trek and all of that, there's a federation out there, a galactic council that governs the universe, okay? And they're sick of this. So this is how they will deal with it. So, word to the wise, you need to fix some of the things you're doing in the world. You know, going around harassing people, antagonizing them, fucking with them isn't gonna change anything. Isn't gonna do anything important. So, you know, people need to wake up and realize there's aliens, and aliens need to realize that humans know. And that we're in contact with other ETs, not just them. Some people have spiritual gifts. Like I said, there's hybrids that have been made to walk around and combat this problem, basically. So people need to wake up. I don't care how crazy it sounds. I can stand in my own fucking beliefs. Oh well. And that's what I'm going to sit here and stand in, because I know what I've been told and I know what I've seen. Okay, I know what's physically happened to me, and I know what's happened to other people, and I'm not the only one to sit here and talk about this. There's a huge UFO community of people that talk about this shit.